when you deliver your training program. Those are the upgrades. And it's not only 15 days actually. It's a total of, it's more than 1 month if you really want to deliver. But the only reason why some training centers are doing it 15 days, because the teachers said they do not have the time to really be in the training for your TM long enough. But the way we deliver now is a 15 days, but then the teacher goes back to his own training center, and the trainers of the TM1 should be able to follow up the trainers in their own workplace. So we have to be in your school and observe your school, your trainers who were trained for TM. Deliver their training to find out whether they really learned what had been delivered in TM. The weakness of the AMTM before was, after completing the course, we leave the teachers on their own. So when they go back to their own training center, they slide back to their former methodology. So it was not really competence-based training. Now, we want to follow up your trainers that they really deliver competency-based. And so the fee is a little bit higher than what it was for the AMTM. Yun po. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marge. So just to answer also yung kay Mr. Diamante's question, yung changing every year. Actually, yun nga, before we had AMTM, so it's not change. Did not change every year, just change now. We applied our qualifications framework also to teachers training. So that's why from AMTM, we now have the Philippine TVET Trainers Qualification Framework, where we have 4 levels as mentioned earlier by Marge. So nagsisimula pa lang tayo ngayon, nandun pa lang tayo sa TQ1, sa Trainers Qualification 1, and there are 2 components of that. One, you have to go through the TM1 course, plus you have to have your NC. So a trainer should know what he's teaching, and the proof of that, the evidence that he knows what he's teaching, is that he himself is certified on that course. Actually, a higher level certification than what he is teaching. In some areas, like in BPO, yung sa call center, wala kaming assessment doon, kaya walang NC ang mga trainers doon. And on the second part, on the, I think you're requesting for assistance for trainers training. I don't know, hindi ko masasagot ngayon, but we'll look into that next year. This year, meron kami for the BPO trainers kasi because of the sheer bulk of outputs that we need to deliver for the year, and there are not enough trainers, so we also subsidize their trainers training, yung sinasabi nga ho ni Tata na TM+. And because it's a different, they are in a different environment, kaya nagkaroon ng plus. How is it like teaching in a call center environment, in an animation environment? So yun yung isinama doon sa TM+, yun yung plus. So we'll look into that. Another pala, I did not also mention, one of the online courses that we are developing is on trainers methodology, because nga we realized that challenge that the trainers are facing. Gusto man nilang umattend ng trainers methodology course, wala naman silang time. So if we can have it online so they can do it on their own time, their own pace, pwede. We're just starting. Hopefully, matapos ho natin yan. Come 2016, siguradong marami na tayong trainers. And then they just go through assessment if they're ready. So, yun ho yung vision natin doon.
That's why I'm asking help for the Filipino people. Teacher is around 3, malapit ang 3 years, napakabilis, no? So, yes. You could just imagine with this soft skill, medium skill, and then hard skill for us, okay? 2016 is nearing. And, you know, for us, we see that, you know, it's too slow. There are so many who would like to be trainers in this hard skill. But, you know, we have to wait for the December or January.
Dito nga, registered na ba kayo, March? Sa NCR kasi talagang medyo tayo dito, bottleneck ang trainers training natin. So we have to really multiply the marches in NCR. Sige po, well taken po.
Thank you. There's a question from Vlad and then from Mr. Llanes. Si Vlad muna, tapos si Mr. Llanes.
Thank you very much, and again, good morning to everyone. I have several questions kasi may baon ako na binigay ng mga members namin sa Baguio City. First and foremost, I am aware that, or we are aware that the NC4, the computer programmer NC4, and as far as its implementation, I mean the assessment has been suspended for the meantime. So that is the first question, what is the main reason? And at the same time, when will be the time that you will re-implement this programming NC4. Another one is, as mentioned by Testa, that a trainer must always be at least one degree higher than the students, or the trainees, for example. So that, for example, in computer hardware servicing NC2, I'm not yet aware if there is computer hardware servicing NC3, because probably that you are teaching students who are taking the same level. So you need to be at least one higher than the 20s. And another one, number 3 question, ma'am, is since training regulation, and of course we are living under information technology, that the trends are changing. So when will be the best time, or when will be your plan to update also, not totally change the training regulations? It is because I think that in as far as the TRs, especially concerning information technology, is no longer as effective as before. And one request from Baguio City Group is there also a special training, competency training for school heads, not only for the trainers, because we need also to upgrade our skills and at the same time our capabilities. So for the meantime, those are the questions which we would like to throw to you, Madam. And sir.
Ganda ng boses nyo. Pwede bang gamitin kayo pang voice over to sa Okay. On programming, NC4 suspended. Kasi we've seen yung results of assessment, napakababa. So we're trying to find out bakit ang baba noong result of assessment. And we're now also updating the TR for programming NC4. We are asking the PSIA, the Philippine Software Industry Association, to review this. Unfortunately, yun lang ho yung difficulty, since we are really industry-based. We rely on industry experts to help us. They do not have the time, all the time, to work on this. But rest assured na we're trying to speed up as much as possible. Kaya kung hanggat hindi pa namin na-update yung programming NC4, hindi pa rin ma-update yung assessment tool. So, kaya suspended muna siya. Yeah, oo. So, good for your students. Wala silang assessment. Okay, so yung trainer naman, I mentioned that the trainers should have 1 NC higher than what he is teaching. Kung wala naman, then the same level. So like computer hardware servicing, wala naman tayong NC3. So the same level at least meron sila. And the TRs being updated, talaga kung minamadali din natin yan. Kaya panay ang meeting namin with the industry para ano ba yung kailangan nilang update. And again, ang difficulty lang dyan is because we're working with industry experts, yung availability nila ang nagiging bottleneck. But like yung mga programming, game programming na yan, actually 3 years in the making, but since nagkaroon ng mga available experts this year, mas napadali. Kaya may 3 tayong TRs promulgated for game development, and this is really something that will benefit our youth kasi when they know this, malaki ang sweldo nila. Kaya lang malaki rin ang hinihingi sa aming subsidy kung magpapa-scholarship. Medyo mahirap daw kasi talagang gawin yung game development. On the training for administrators, the PTTQF, Philippine TVET Trainers Qualification Framework, yung dulo nun, are for administrators actually, yung level 4.